Hey, I'm Robert.
I'm Jessica.
And we're with Exploring the Local Life.
Hi.
Hello.
Jessica and Robert has graced us with their family joining us on Grandview, and they happen to be the very first ones that has taken us up on their offer of being able to stay here out in the country. All right, Jessica, Robert, did y'all have any difficulties in locating us?
No, it's pretty good directions. Once we had an address area to come to, the Android directions, Google Maps took us right to where we needed to be, and we're able to come meet you down here so we could get settled in.
Yes.
Right. Y'all have started doing full-timing up the East Coast, am I correct?
Yes.
And you've been able to participate in that for how long now? When did you start that part of the venture?
Early March.
Yeah.
We started
By going south.
I know, we were in Georgia and we ended up going to Florida.
We had some things to take care of since we're Florida residents. We had to, make sure the kids were up on their medical appointments and dental appointments before we came on up, starting our journey northward.
Yeah.
What's your trip going to take you from here? What is your goals from this point?
Short term, we are probably going to head up to Virginia. We're going to be doing some boondocking on a farm. We like taking the opportunity just to get out of the RV park because it distills the essence down to what you have in your camper. And then we're going to make the jump out to Williamsburg on the East Coast and meet up with some other friends that we've met online but not in person. It's almost like you get to meet your pen pals.
I know,
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
It's really exciting
Except
to meet.
it's RV life pals, whether Facebook or Instagram or YouTube.
Well, that's the new modern pen pal.
Exactly.
It
It
is
is.
doing the YouTube situation. Once you actually get to meet somebody, you feel like you've known them forever. How long do you stay overnight at a location? Have you got it centered to where it's a certain amount of nights, or do you just stop over? Or
Typically, we want to stay somewhere at least 2 nights because unless we're on a go to get somewhere, which we haven't done since Colorado last year, we want to stop, unpack, relax for a day, put out the awning, and enjoy and take a break.
Yeah, and it kind of depends on where it is. Like if it's a place that we know that has a like a rec area or like a playground or something, we'll definitely make sure we have one day, maybe 2 full days there so that we can really, and the kids can really have a nice time and play and get a lot of that out before we move to the next place. If the place is terrible, we may cut out early.
Have we ever done a quick in and out? I can't recall, but I think there's been one that we were...
I can't remember if I think we changed the reservation to...
We cut the reservation short one place.
We did, and then on other places that we have found that we really enjoyed, we decided to extend our stay. So, we kind of just figure out.
now, do you do that with a membership program, or do you stay at private campgrounds?
We mostly do either boondocking or free campgrounds type of place, or we're staying at Thousand Trails parks.
Do you have 1,000 Trails planned then?
Yeah, we have
do.
a
We
basic
have a
2-zone membership, which
camping
lets us stay in one spot up to 14 days. But however, the longest we've stayed somewhere now has only been 5 days, and that's been...
And that's partly also because, not only do we want to kind of progress the East Coast, but also the membership type that we have is only 50 free days. Then after that, we have to start paying. It's only $3 to $5, but still, we're trying to keep all of our costs, everything as much free as possible.
That's 53 days a year.
50 a year. Yeah.
50 free days, yeah, you get your membership and then you get 50 free camping days, but then thereafter, any day after the 50 is like $2 to $3.
I think 3 to
A night.
5. I don't know. Less than 5.
We know the $3 mark,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is, again, even then it's a raging deal for
Right.
what we want to do on this trip.
Yes.
Now, are you having any difficulties in finding boondocking areas on the East Coast? They say that they're widely available on the West Coast, but not so much on the East Coast.
Yeah, we've lucked out in places we have found. In the Panhandle of Florida, some gorgeous campgrounds that you could stay up to 14 days, but again, it is without electric, without sewer, without water. In Tennessee, a National Park Meriwether-Lewis campground, Meriwether-Lewis National Monument campground, beautiful, and it's national park maintained, no admission fee, perfection, 32 sites. and you can just pull up first come first serve.
And we use freecampsites.net
To get most of them.
to find all of them.
Are they all really on a first come first serve basis? Or are you able to make any kind of reservations?
To some of the boondocking sites? Well, in Florida, the water management districts, wildlife management areas, excuse me, they did require an online reservation. The Meriwether Lewis campground was first come first served, and from what I've seen up in Shenandoah National Park, although you have to pay for those. It is boondocking, but you have to pay, and you don't have to do reservation though. But
They're all kind of different.
All different.
Really, you have
Yes.
to.
So you really can't really
research.
plan that so much as in that respects.
Right, and for the ones that are first come first serve, you know, we're still not in summer, and also we've been going during
Middle
the
of the
week, so we're not showing up on Friday or
exactly.
anything like that. We're showing up on Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest to make sure.
Which
that we
makes a
have
big
them.
difference, yes.
Yeah, you can actually get the location before the crowd comes in.
Especially as summer comes along, you got your local folk that go there every year. They love their campgrounds. They've been there, but it's going to fill up real quick.
Yeah, things might get interesting as we enter into and get deep into summer. What's going to happen?
What made you decide to live this lifestyle instead of I mean, you already homeschooled the children, correct? But what made you, instead of using a stick and brick home and doing a travel up?
We went to an RV dealer just to look around, and there were Winnebagos, and there were
Look at that one!
and they were like, that's a what? That's a class what? A class C, and that's a class A.
what?
What's a class B? Why is a class B smaller than a class A or a class C? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And so we started learning about that. And the final straw that actually got us into action was I got a job offer from a friend of mine with this aviation company, and made the jump. We realized and looked at the budget, and getting a pickup truck, modestly used pickup truck, and a small, modest travel trailer was going to be the same cost of getting a tiny apartment.
Now, what made your choice in reference to a Tagalong instead of a Class C or A or a B? Well, B probably because of space.
Yeah, B would be a little
Yeah,
cramped.
a little smaller than we would want to do. A Class A, we thought might be a little bit more than we wanted to handle.
Oh, and another thing with that is, you know, the motor adds that another level of complication and cost if something happens with that. And then we have a vehicle, everyday vehicle, plus that 2 motors to manage and deal with and maintain, which was just like, you could see dollar signs everywhere on that.
Yeah, so part of the solution to us was a low monetary risk. We bought an inexpensive used truck, and we bought a relatively inexpensive travel trailer. So between the two things, we felt we were taking a smaller risk. If something went wrong with one or the other, we hadn't sunk the entire kitchen sink into this endeavor.
Is there any other information that you would like somebody to know in reference to your lifestyle?
It's I think that if somebody's thinking about the lifestyle, there is so much reward to be had. If you choose to wait, don't put it off too many years. If you have the opportunity to jump into the lifestyle, even on a part-time basis, it'll pay off in the experiences you get on the road. We have friends that just bought a pop-up camper. They've dreamt of having a camper for years, and finally have it done, and they have 3 young children, and they're having the time of their lives.
Yeah, and we can't wait to go with them. I'm like, oh, we gotta go camping together.
We need to go back down to Florida now and camp with them.
Yeah,
so.
we will later this year probably.
All right, well, I appreciate your time and letting us know a little bit about you as an individual, family.
Sure.
And we wish you nothing but, safe travels on God's angel wings.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
This is
And
wonderful. Thank you for letting us hang out here.
Yes, this is beautiful, beautiful. We are loving it.
It's dark at night, though, isn't it?
It is, but we like it.
Wonderful.